Hi there. Today I'm just going to walk you through some helpful areas of the student portal. Um, you will get to this screen, of course, after creating an account. There's a whole video on how to create an account and registering for the student portal. But this will just kind of be an overview, a little bit of a walkthrough of where you can go to find different pieces of helpful information. So this is your home screen. This big banner will kind of cycle through with either pictures of students on programs or announcements of events that we have coming up with helpful buttons to register right from the student portal, when and where it'll happen, and different things like that. So always kind of key in to those banners because they have a lot of helpful information um, included. The big blue button right under that says chat with an advisor. It's a really helpful tool in the student portal in getting your questions answered pretty kind of quickly. If you are chatting during the school day, you have access to an advisor that is, there and waiting and ready to answer any question. If you happen to be on the student portal outside of school hours, you can still use the button. All it'll do is create an email that'll be sent directly to the advisor, and then we can help you as soon as possible. You'll see two lists, the recommended list and then your My Flows list. When you are first creating an account and you log in and you're brought here to the home screen, there will be a big blue button that says Take Flow Match Survey. There's also a video on that if you have any questions or aren't familiar with the flow match survey. But it'll only take 5 to 10 minutes of your time, and it'll populate 5 to 7 programs, as you see here listed below. That'll kind of kickstart your research into what programs are out there and what you would actually probably be good for. So if you ever want to kind of refresh this list as well, the link to the flow match survey is here, so that you can do that. Okay, you can get a brand new list of programs kind of populated to you based on what you enter in that survey. Your MyFlows list. This is the list of programs that you are more seriously engaging with. So maybe you've decided, I want to apply to these programs. Here's the list. I have easy access to it by including it in my MyFlows list right when I log in. So this is the first page that you see when you log in, and then by clicking more info, you're brought to the flow record page where you can go to the program website, you can get to the application website, you can be reminded about the deadline, and a ton of helpful information. Quickly, before we hit this blue button here that says full flow catalog, I want to just help you understand what this little menu bar over here is. So the 3 lines in the corner in the top left is the menu bar, and it brings you to all these different pages within the student portal. They're pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go over Find a Flow in a little bit more detail, but applying for a flow is just as it sounds. So it's helpful tips on essay writing, on how to complete different applications, link to the YouTube channel. Funding a flow is information on fundraising for flows, and writing any essays for scholarships for a program that is offering a scholarship on their own. Preparing for a flow, you'll find details including travel, any packing lists that might be available for different programs, and just kind of overall how to switch from the school year to your summer opportunity. Discover You forms. We'll quickly go there, as this has 2 forms that every Discover You student may or may not need to use. So Discover You waiver is for every student that attends a flow. It's just a general kind of permission slip that needs to be signed by yourself and your parent. And then the Discover You financial aid and services form is if you are looking to opt into Discover You financial aid and services for a program that maybe still has a cost outside of a scholarship that you earn for that program. So those are there in the Discover You form section. So I said that we will go through Find a Flow a little bit more. This is the flow catalog, right? It has all of the programs that Discover You offers to our students listed in alphabetical order. Pretty easy to read and get more information about. So they'll all have a picture, the title of the program, a little description about it, and then where or who hosts and puts on the program. Up in the top here, you'll find the keyword search bar. So if your advisor says, hey, this program would be great for you, you can search it by name in the keyword search bar, or you can look up kind of general computer science or art or journalism, things like that. You can use the keyword search bar for. Under that, you have some search filters. Program focus will help you to deduce the big list and kind of bring to more specific list of these programs based on whatever program focus that you select. Cost and travel are very similar. So free programs that have a high cost, don't be confused in the ones that have a high cost as though you would have to pay that high cost, because we're very particular about the programs that we put in the portal and open up to students. So if it does have a high cost, there is a very high chance that there is a full or very good partial scholarship available for that program. Travel, very similar thing. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a virtual program. It happens locally here in Houston, regionally in another city in our state, domestic air travel with or without chaperone, so to another state in our country, and then international travel without chaperone, meaning to another country entirely. So if we were to just kind of be reading through this little general blurb about what programs there are, and we find one that we really like, we can click Learn More. And now you're brought to a different page. So this page we refer to as the Flow Record page. Give it some time to load. It looks a little bit more expanded than the tile that we just saw in the Flow catalog. Okay, so it has a longer description of the program, a link to the website here, as well as here in the corner. Program details about what the program kind of like focuses, what you'll actually be doing, what kind of group activities you can expect. If there is an GPA requirement or eligible grade levels that can apply, that information is there as well. What you can expect as far as students that would attend. If there is a cost, it'll be listed here, as well as if there are scholarships available from the program, it'll be listed here with a yes or no. Details about the dates and where it will occur, application deadlines, and helpful information. Oftentimes, if we have access to the essay prompts, we'll list them here so that you can get a better idea of what you'll need to write, what you'll need to focus on in order to apply to this program. If there are any PDF files or things like that, maybe it's a paper application, we'll list it in the very bottom under files, okay? If you are interested in a program after you visited the website or read a little bit more about it, you'll hit this Let's Go box right under the picture. So every program has this. It'll be 4 questions that ideally you would say yes to, right? So are you in one of the appropriate grade levels? Are you available to travel or not travel during the allotted time for the program? If there is a GPA requirement, do you meet it or are you close to it? You don't always have to be the exact GPA listed, but oftentimes if you're in the general ballpark, you are eligible to apply to the program. And then this last question will sometimes be blank, sometimes have information very specific to that program. So you would hit yes to all of these if that fits you. Hit next. And then it says, hey, click here. I want to show you kind of where this goes, right? So I said that it's going to go into your My Flows list. So if you look, we'll see it here now, okay? So that little Let's Go saves it to your My Flows list. That's exactly how you would do it if you wanted to save a program that you were reading about and really interested in. So you'll just hit More Info, and you'll be brought to a different page than what we've seen before, which is your Flow Progress page. So it looks a little bit different, but all of the information that you need is still there. So flow details, right? Where it'll happen, kind of the travel factor. If you need to reach out directly to the program, that we do always list a student contact. If you want to go to the website to double check something, that is there as well. application information, we always want you to use the application website listed and then read through any other kind of helpful information we give you as far as the application goes. When are the deadlines? What are the essay prompts, if there are any, so that you can kind of plan in advance on how you will complete the application for it. Okay. Updating your stage is another important piece that we love students to do. It's just this little drop down here in this box. And I'm going to say I'm working on this application. I'm going to hit next, and that's going to update. And now that's there. Once I've applied, I'll update it to applied and hit next, and so on and so forth. I can do this with all programs that I find. Um, and I can, go back and search for others, and excuse me, just continue to kind of create my list and make my plan for the summer. So that is a quick overview of the Discover You student portal, what you can use it to do, how it can support, you achieving your goals of going on an awesome flow opportunity this school year. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your flow advisor. We would love to help you. Have a great one.